Hey you guys, it's Peter and welcome to my channel. Peter likes books. Oh my God, that was so loud, but I do. I'm so excited because I like books and I'm getting back into reading again and all of that. So I'm really excited because, yeah, I'm just excited. I'm excited because I've got all of these reading plans about going into 2023. I think I'm actually going to make that video about my reading plans for 2023 and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, so if you're watching this video and you've come from one of my other channels, you probably know that my husband and I are currently in Mexico on vacation. So I wanted to make some videos and kind of pre-film them. There's actually 2 or 3 videos that I want to pre-film for this channel, so I can post them while I'm gone. And then I will resume filming for the BookTube channel when I get back. But I haven't taken a book on vacation the last couple times I've gone on vacation. And the reason why is I get on vacation and then I'm there, and if I'm out in the sun, it's really hard, first of all, to wear reading glasses out in the sun because like the glare and all that kind of stuff. But I actually, from this, just in case you want to know, there are reading glasses, sunglasses out there. From this brand that I love, these reading glasses, they're called Caddis. I bought this exact kind right here. They're called Porgy. I bought these in sunglasses that also have like the blue blockers or whatever so that you can read in the sun and then it's not hard. So I'm really excited about that because I think it was 2 times ago when we were in Mexico, we I can't remember if it was 2 years ago or 3 years ago. I can't, oh no, not 2 years ago. It was 2 times ago that we went to Mexico. I'm so nervous because I'm so excited to talk about these books. But anyway, I took with me the Liam O'Riordan book, Big Little Lies. Oh God, that would have been probably like 4 or 5 years ago now that I'm thinking about it. But anyway, I took with me the Liam O'Riordan book, Big Little... I'm like sitting here thinking like, should I start this video over? Like I'm all over the place, I'm all crazy, and I'm thinking, Peter, when you started BookTube almost 7 years ago, you like filmed sometimes 2 videos a day. You didn't care how you came. Just be yourself. Let people enjoy what you have to say. Okay, so I took with me the book Big Little Lies by Liam O'Riordan, which they ended up turning into, I think, a show. Now it's 2 seasons. I watched the first season. I never watched the second. Did I watch the second season? I don't think so. But I watched the first season. So anyway, I think it was on HBO. But HBO or Hulu or whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But I loved it. I loved the book. And I literally read it in like 2.5 days. I just like sat there and I just like tore through it while I was like, and the thing was, that was so interesting about it was it changed my perspective on reading a book. Because before then, I was always very careful with my books. You never bend a book, you never dog-ear a page, you never let, pool or beach water or ocean water get on, or lake water or whatever, get on your book. You have to be very careful and very nice to your books. But when I read Big Little Lies, I dog-eared the hell out of it. I mean, I left it like face down on like, the lounge chair. Like, I mean, it was destroyed by the time that I was done reading it. And I fully enjoyed reading that book, So what happened was when I finished reading it, I was like looking around and like there was no like gift shop at this resort or anything. I mean, there was a gift shop, but they didn't have books. And so I went to the concierge and I said, do you guys have any books here? And he goes, books? What do you mean? Like books like what? And I said like books to read because I hadn't brought any books with me. And I didn't want to read on my Kindle, like out on the beach. I don't have my phone here, but I didn't want to just like sit on my phone. I wanted to read a book because I was really into reading physical copy books at that time. And he goes, no, he goes, we have art books. And I go, art books? And he goes, yeah, like in the lounge area over there, with like they have this big cigar bar area. It was like this very nice like lounge area. He goes, we have art books. And I go, no, like I'm talking about books. Hasn't anybody ever left books behind like in their rooms or anything? And he's like, no, which I still to this day find really hard that nobody has ever left a book behind at this resort. I'm just like, I find that hard to believe. So anyway, so this time I'm like, as I'm trying to get my reading started again, I'm very excited. I was at Target yesterday with my cousin whose son also gifted me a book for Christmas for going on vacation because he knew we were going on vacation. And so I wanted to read something. I always kind of like to read something that's a little bit like similar to, not like exactly, but like kind of similar to like where we're going, if that makes sense. I can't remember the book that I read. Oh, somebody out there will remember what it's called. The writer is right over there, but the writer is right. I mean, he's not right over there, but like his book, another book is over there. But he wrote a book about in Mexico. And it was about this like thing that these people fall into, and they're caught in. Do you guys remember that book? And I read that while I was in Mexico, like years and years ago, like 20 years ago. And it was like so fun to read a book at the place that it took place in, you know. And so if I'm going somewhere Christmassy, I love to read kind of like a Christmas book. If I'm going someplace where there's a lot of snow, I like to read books about, you know, snow, things like that. You know what I mean? Like I like to read books that kind of like take place. So I wanted to read something that was some kind of like tropical setting. But he had also given me, my cousin's son also gave me this book, which was so nice because he knows I love to read. And when I read the synopsis, I was like, oh, this is fantastic. Like this looks really, really good. Like I want to read this. And so I'm going to take this on our trip too. But when we were at Target yesterday, I found the perfect book to go on vacation. I'm sure it's probably really cheesy and horrible, and I really don't care, even though it says that she's a New York Times bestselling author, but I've never heard of her before. I probably read something by her, and I'll say I've never heard of her before. What has she read? Let's see. Oh, she's written lots of books. She's written lots of books. We'll get to that in a second. But the audiobook that I am going to read while I am on vacation is, number one, I'm going to finish, I swear, okay, Simone St. James' book, The Book of Cold Cases. She's done. I'm finishing her, okay? I'm going to get her done. I'm going to finish her while I'm on vacation. And when I finish her, I was going to say if, but I'm not going to say if. When I finish her, I'm going to finish, or I'm going to start reading the next, I have 2 Misfortune books in the Misfortune series by Jana DeLeon. So I'm going to read the next one. I already have it downloaded on Audible. I'm going to read that or listen to that one, and I'm really excited about that. So that'll probably be like while I'm sitting in the airport waiting and all that kind of stuff. So the book that my cousin's son got for me is called Velorio by Xavier Navarro Aquino. And it says on here, this is what it looks like. It's a beautiful cover. You can see in the back. And it says, in the wake of Hurricane Maria, a remarkable group of survivors search for hope on the island torn apart by both natural disaster and human violence. Camilla is haunted by the death of her sister Marisol, who was caught by a mudslide during the hurricane. Unable to part with Marisol, Camilla carries her through town, past the churchyard, and eventually to the supposed utopia of Memoria. Urian, the idealistic yet troubled cult leader of Memoria, has a vision for this new society, one that in his eyes is peaceful and democratic. The paradise he preaches lures in the young, including Bayfish, a boy on the cusp of manhood, and Marivivi, a woman whose outward toughness belies an inner tenderness for her friends. But as the different members of Memoria navigate Urian's fiery rise, they will need to figure out if they are with him or against him, and how they will forge ahead in the fallout of either decision. Velario, meaning wake, is a story of strength, resilience, and hope, a journey of peril and possibility in order to reclaim home. And it sounds fantastic, doesn't it? And then here is the author on the back. Very good looking. Xavier Navarro Aquino was born and raised in Puerto Rico. His fiction has appeared in Tin House, Timothy McSweeney's Quarterly Concern, and Guernica. He has been awarded scholarships from the Bread Loaf Writers Conference and the Sweeney Writers Conference, the McDowell Fellowship, and an ACLS Emerging Voices Fellowship at Dartmouth College. Navarro Aquino is an assistant professor at English at the University of Notre Dame here in Indiana. Right here in Indiana. Do I know him? I don't think so, but I should. Where he teaches in the MFA program. Well, all right. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll meet someday. But I'm going to read this, and I'm so excited about that. So, Velorio. That's the first one. And then the next one, which is completely different and not as, what's the word I'm looking for? Not as profound as this, was this book that I came across at Target yesterday. And that is called Reckless Girls. I saw it and it had all these flowers on there. I was like, oh, it's so tropical. I want this from Mexico. Reckless Girls, a novel by Rachel Hawkins. And she's written a whole lot of books. Okay, and it has a lot of people that are talking about it on here. Anyway, one island. Beautiful, wild, and strange. Moreau Island is a desolate spot in the middle of the Pacific Ocean with a mysterious history of shipwrecks, cannibalism, and even rumors of murder. It's a perfect destination for the most adventurous traveler to escape everything except the truth. 6 visitors. Well, at first one it said 1 island. Now it says 6 visitors. 6 stunning 20-somethings. They're talking, oh, I'm a 50-something. 6 stunning 20-somethings. No 50 stunning somethings. 6 stunning 20-somethings are about to embark on a blissful, free-spirited journey. Until one of them is, something's going to happen. It's going to be bad. 6 stunning 20-somethings are about to embark on a blissful, free-spirited journey filled with sun-drenched days and intoxicating nights. But as it becomes clear that the group is even more cut off from civilization than they initially thought, it starts to feel like the island itself is closing in. Countless secrets. When one person goes missing and another turns up dead, the remaining friends wonder what dark currents lie beneath this impenetrable paradise, and who else will be swept under its secluded chaos. With its island gothic sensibility, sexy suspense, and spine-tingling reimagining of an Agatha Christie classic, Reckless Girls will wreck you. Did you see what they did there? A high-octane thriller from the New York Times Book Review. Well, all right. Does it have her picture in here? Oh, it does! There she is! Rachel Hawkins. Rachel Hawkins is a New York Times best-selling author of The Wife Upstairs, as well as multiple books for young readers. I don't think this book is for young readers, do you? Reckless Girls get and her work has been translated in more than a dozen countries. She studied gender and sexuality in Victorian literature at Auburn University. It means she's smart. Auburn University is smart. And currently lives in Alabama. All right, hey. She has written so many books, you guys, when I look on here. The Wife Upstairs, Her Royal Highness, Prince Charming, Ruby and Olivia, Journey's End, Lady Renegades, Miss Mayhem, Rebel Belle, School Spirits, Spellbound, Demon Glass, and Hex Hall. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's her 13th book. So, anyway. Those are the books that I have chosen to read for my vacation. Here, I need a little bit of a thumbnail. Somebody's knocking on my door. Who's knocking on my door? We're going to go find out. Anyway, let me know what you're currently reading in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.